Welcome commanders to Luigi percent, squadmate percent, or Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. If you've ever played a Mario Party game, you'd be aware that Luigi sometimes has the luck of the devil in surviving and winning while completely AFK. Today we're going to attempt something similar in Mass Effect and see just how far it is possible to get through insanity difficulty. A few rules of the run. Shepard will not fire his gun or use any offensive abilities unless there is no other way to progress. Medigel and Unity will be used if to prevent lengthy rebattles. In all possible scenarios, Shep will stay hidden and leave the teammates to do all of the killing. Because of the rudimentary AI, there are times where I need to use the squad commands to get them to move or reposition if things have stalemated. And if all else fails, we use the time-honored tradition of running away to fight another day, which needs to be employed sometimes using the AI's tether to Shepard to keep them from engaging in melee or suicidal behavior that would ensure an endless sequence of deaths or stalemated combat. Our first real fight that results after Jenkins' death is just hiding and waiting for Kaidan to take out the Geth drones. While it will take a while, he will eventually take them all out. Interestingly, on the second drone battle, Kaidan doesn't die, and the drones will generally ignore him in favor of attacking Shepard. The Ashley fight is nothing to really write home about. Ashley and Kaidan will make short work against the Geth, and we proceed to the dig site fairly uneventfully. Our first critical battle where things can go wrong very easily is the 3 husks and the AoE attacks. On Insanity, this can and will wipe out the squad quickly. So we'll make use baiting out the AoE attack, running back and kiting the husks, allowing Kaidan and Ash to get enough damage onto them. During this, I discovered the husks have a range limit within a zone, and after a period of time of kiting back, when you cross a zone boundary they will despawn from view until you return back into the original zone. If done right, they will bug out between zones in an immobile state, allowing your squad mates to shoot at them safely. Assaulting the spaceport was more of the same, dragging the husks back into a safe range and letting the troopers get taken out. Heading down onto the tram rampway, a slow war of attrition is needed, leapfrogging forwards to force my allies into attacking the Geth as we go. Once into the spaceport, this took a harder turn. The range of Geth shock troopers and snipers make this much more difficult. Hunkering down in safe positions from carnage and sniper attacks was the key, and slowly dragging the Geth one at a time to be able to safely take them out. Once it's taken care of and all the bombs are disarmed, it is a simple matter of taking out the few remaining husks and Geth, and that is Eden Prime complete. Our next battle is our hardest yet and the most difficult of the early game. The 2 Turian assassins outside of Cora's den both have immunity and incredibly powerful shotguns that will shred our teammates in close quarters, making long fights of attrition unviable, as immunity and their regen will heal them back to health, and low health generally spurns them into close quarters aggression, causing their shotguns to wipe the squad quickly. As our gear is substandard and our powers are still weak, it is a very lengthy fight. Our prayer is that Kaidan can use lift or throw viably enough to either keep them stunned or, in the best case scenario, throw them off a ledge to a quick death. With another dozen tries and many different methods, we finally managed to beat the assassins and enter into Cora's den. Our next fight is in Dr. Michelle's med clinic. While the enemies take a fairly decent defensive positions, with a little squad manipulation, we are able to take out the various thugs. The assault on Cora's den takes us a while as the enemies are well fortified. Rex is our hero and able to take far more punishment than anyone else, and with a long attrition we make our way through. After this, we will now recruit Rex, who alongside Ashley will now be our main squad, as both have immunity and combat abilities. Rex also having barrier and his natural Krogan bulk make him the perfect squad mate for this challenge, Ash coming in a close second as she additionally gets heavy armor. Our fight with Fist took a few attempts, as either Fist or the turrets need to go down. Getting our squad mates angled enough not to take too much damage did take a while. Our escape from Cora's den, we employ the old age tactic of running away, as we don't have time to slowly fight our way out. Reaching Tali, we start our next lengthy fight to take out the 3 assassins. I got to observe some funny glitches and behaviour from Tali, as I've never seen a fight go on this long, but for all purposes she won't die during the fight. Our escape from Cora's den, we employ the old age tactic of running away, as we don't have time to slowly fight our way out. Reaching Tali, we start our next lengthy fight to take out the 3 assassins. I got to observe some funny glitches and behaviour from Tali, as I've never seen a fight go on this long, but for all purposes she won't die during the fight. Emboldened with our newfound power, we head to Pharos. Engaging with the Geth at this point becomes laughably easy, as in comparison to the poor equipment from earlier, we are doing devastating damage. Ashley with her AR and poison rounds, and Rex with his shotgun make short work of the Geth in the colony, tower and tunnels as we try to max our XP gains. The Exogeny headquarters provide no real stress, as our squad are decked out in sufficient gear to make things a non-issue. The Exogeny headquarters provide no real stress, as our squad are decked out in sufficient gear to make things a non-issue. Next comes the most tedious part of Pharos, the Thorian creepers, with their massive HP pools and their poison spit attack. Rex's shotgun does help, but we still need to employ copious amounts of kiting to ensure that Rex and Ashley are not swarmed and die from the acid attacks. Making our way back through the tower in the heart of the colony, we then head down into the Thorian's chamber and fight through the incredibly large volume of Thorian creepers. Shepard has to fire a few times to destroy the tendrils, as the squad mates are not programmed to attack them. After much kiting and many long fights, we eventually manage to take out the Thorian and leave the Rust Bucket colony forever. Next we head to Therum to save Liara. The approach to the mine was fairly standard, with positioning as needed to take out the large Geth contingency, but it wasn't too stressful. With smart positioning, we can avoid the major boss attacks. In a short time, we're entering the ruins. The Geth inside provide no real problem until we face the Krogan Battlemaster. The fight took a few tries, primarily because Rex kept getting stuck or entering in a stun cycle and dying to the Battlemaster, as he has significant melee damage and speed. But eventually, with a little luck and positioning, we managed to take him out and save our Asari squad mate. Next we head to Therum to save Liara. The approach to the mine was fairly standard, with positioning as needed to take out the large Geth contingency, but it wasn't too stressful. With smart positioning, we can avoid the major boss attacks. In a short time, we're entering the ruins. The Geth inside provide no real problem until we face the Krogan Battlemaster. The fight took a few tries, primarily because Rex kept getting stuck or entering in a stun cycle and dying to the Battlemaster, as he has significant melee damage and speed. But eventually, with a little luck and positioning, we managed to take him out and save our Asari squad mate. Next, on Vermeer, we need to keep our boy Rex alive, so we make sure we pass the speech check and bring Ash with us along for the mission. When prompted with the bomb situation, we will bring Garrus with us, as he is the next highest damage. The fight leading to the elevator was ending up looking like a stalemate, as the multiple Krogan and hoppers were making it impossible to progress, so I took the cowardice route of just running past everyone and taking the elevator up. The next sequence was quite painful, as the squad, as strong as they were, aren't really suited to fighting this many high-level Geth in combat. I had to resort to extended uses of first aid and unity, while constant mobility and kiting around the various pillars in order to finish the fight. The fight with Saren wasn't anything too bad to write about, as he's not that dangerous. With a little time, the nuke is set and we escape Vermeer, leaving Caden to be turned into nuclear dust. Ilos had nothing to really talk about, other than being a lengthy driving session and finally getting back onto the Citadel itself for the final run. A few sections of the Citadel do have semi-infinite spawning units, so at the times when my squad can't kill them or the high-powered Geth and Krogan fast enough to prevent the next wave, I employ the tactic of running past everyone until we are safe once again. When the Geth ship is blocking the path, we need to activate one turret in order to damage the ship to progress. Afterwards, it is making a way to the final boss. We make Saren take himself out with a suicide, saving us an extra battle. Then in the Marauder Saren battle, we have to use the tactic of tethering our allies as Saren's rockets to the face will quickly kill our allies or Shepard. It takes a while, but eventually Saren falls to Uncle Erdnot's mighty Krogan masculinity. And with this, we've completed part 1 of our Luigi % run. I think overall we achieved our goal of doing the minimum that we absolutely could and still achieving a victory. Our squad mates, once having better weapons, mods and armor, are more than capable of dealing with whatever threats lay out there with minimal involvement from Shepard. Stay tuned, as I will be releasing parts 2 and 3 where we try and beat Mass Effect 2 and 3 on Insanity with only our squad mates for damage. And for those interested, I'm also working on a solo Shepard Insanity run of the series where we'll be only focusing on Shepard doing damage. Until next time, Commanders, I should go.